Okay, now we are recording.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for signing up for the program and participating. Going to be a journey this winter, and we're going to figure it out as we go along. I'm Mark Lorenzoni, and it's been my privilege to have been the volunteer coach for this training program over the last, oh my gosh, I didn't even look, it's probably 34 years, something like that. And on behalf of the Charlottesville Track Club, and Kathy Bronshed, my assistant, and Leah Connor, who does the brunt of a lot of the technological work for us, and Nicole Brymer, the 10-miler director. I welcome all of you. We've had this program, as you heard me just say, it's 35 years, and it's been wonderful. I look forward to it every year, as do Kathy, Leah, and now Nicole. I've been coaching for 40 years. I do it all on a volunteer basis. I absolutely love it. Never gets old for me. And I think people that get to know me personally know that whether you're coming off the couch and completing your first 10-miler, or whether you're wanting to win the 10-miler, I've coached both ends of the spectrum. My passion for you and my feelings for your successes and enjoyment are identical. And I'm really looking forward to going through this with you this winter. We have 5 goals in the program every year. One is to just nurture a permanent healthy lifestyle. We want you to do this the rest of your life. You're going to live longer and healthier if you are doing weight-bearing exercise like running or walking, but in this case, of course, it's running. Number 2 goal is I always want to keep my athletes safe. And so that's a big one. And safe meaning not just from getting hit by a car, which of course we're always concerned about people paying attention with that, but also with just injuries, knees, Achilles, things like that. Number 3 is I want you to enjoy exercise. I want you to look forward to it throughout the entire winter. Winter can be a big friend and a good partner in running. Most of the people that do this come out of the winter saying, I loved it. I never would have thought I could have run through a winter. And number 4 is the obvious one. I want to get you to the starting line, the 10-miler, whatever that may look like this year. We've been calling it a winter training program because we don't want to tease you too much because Nicole and Lee and I and the CTC haven't decided exactly what that 10-mile is going to look like based on the current pandemic. And then the 5th goal is to foster an environment that creates friendships and training partners. That's been probably one of my favorite things about coaching is the relationships that are born out of the training programs I have or the groups that are formed. We have all kinds of groups that I'm involved with coaching, and I really think above everything else, beyond your successes, is just the friendships. And so anyway, all 5 of those goals are still in place despite this unique time. How we go at it, that's going to be different. But all of those 5 goals are still in place. We normally meet as a group on Saturdays, 150, 200 people. Obviously, that's not going to be able to happen. We've had captains every Saturday, and we break you into your different programs. And the different programs, 1 through 6, one is a starter program off the couch. We start you with just 2 laps of running on the track. I say just, but for some people, even that's a lot. And the program 6 are people that are currently running 7 or 8 or 9 miles already. And we obviously keep you separate. And then breaking the pace groups. And anyway, the captains each captain is in charge of each individual group. We're not having captains this winter. And they're one of the nucleuses of the program, but we're not going to set that scenario up because, again, of pandemic. Mass, this is new this year. It's not new in our lifestyle now. We've been used to it for many months. And that's going to be a mandatory thing. We are not 100% positive how all of this is going to go. We do know one thing. The programs are set. They're out there. Leah's distribute them to you. You select the one that looks like your long run, your Saturday run, matches up to that program. The rest of the week doesn't matter as much. So many folks said, I couldn't find one that matched exactly to me. Don't worry about the weekdays. I can adjust that for you. But the Saturday run, that's what locks you into that, not locks you, but that's what matches you up with that particular program. So if your long run is 4 and program 3 is currently doing a 4-mile long run, then that's the one you want to go to. The cool thing about having so many programs is you can shift throughout the winter. And so often we have a ton of people in programs 3, 4, 5, and 6. And as the winter progresses, people get sick, things happen in their life, they gravitate down back towards program 2 and 3, which is great. That's the beauty of it. You have 2 options this winter. And the first option obviously is to do this all virtual or with a current training partner, a friend, a family member, a father, a spouse, a child, child meaning somebody older. We don't recommend this for youngsters because of the distance of where we're going, the ultimate goal. But that's option 1, is to follow along. I hate to use the term virtual because you really are physically accomplishing this. The second option is one we've spent a lot of time, Kathy, Lee, and I, plotting and planning, is to actually have a Saturday with very limited numbers and very, we're going to put you in personal pace pods. So one or 2 other persons besides yourself. So 2 to 3 person groups based on your pace within each program would be folks to meet up with and to become hopefully your training partner friends through the winter. That's what we were hoping for. According to Leah, 0 people have signed up to do it this Saturday to come out live. Now, we're not sure if that's because of the weather or whether we misread. We thought more folks were going to want to do this. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't make me angry at all. And I'm probably one of the more cautious people in Charlottesville. And that's why I'm mandating, I'm picking up a term that I've heard from on the television so often. I am personally telling you through the track club that we will be doing this masked if we do meet physically live. What does that mean? You'll get out of the car with your mask on. You'll come over to your pace pods with your mask on. And yes, you're going to run the whole way with your mask on. If you don't like that, you don't need to come out. And I don't want that to sound threatening. It's just the way it needs to be, particularly with where we're heading with this virus. We obviously know it hasn't gone away. So that's the way it will be on Saturdays if we go ahead with the Saturdays. Our plan was to this Saturday use program 1, not as guinea pigs, but because program 1 usually needs a little more hand-holding, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. Program 1, we were going to start this Saturday. There were 40 people, I think, or 50 people in program 1. We were going to do 2 half-hour slots of 20 people per slot. We were going to put you in pace groups of 2 to 3 people. We were going to run you socially distanced on the track. We had it all planned out. And if that went well, then next week we were going to have programs 2 and 3 come out, and then we would go from there. Just keep filtering it in. We got plenty of time, and we thought with the newer runners that we would start with that. Who knows? I don't have anyone signed up. I am still going to come out there on Saturday. I'm going to come out there Saturday morning with Kathy, but we'll give you the scoop on that. Again, this is for program 1. Everyone else, for now, sit tight, follow along with the training program, what I've telling you to do. And next week we will have a Zoom Q&A with Coach, is what we're going to call it. And Leah will send you the information on that. I'll send you an email out this weekend with a little more flesh to this, and then I'll have this Zoom Q&A next week, so you can interact with me and ask me all the questions you might have about training in general, not about COVID. One of the things Lee and I were talking about before I came on air here is that one of the things I see so often concerns me is folks running together and they have their masks on or they don't, but they're looking pretty safe, but then they stop and congregate in a parking lot or out in front of some place, and the masks are off and they're hanging really close together. And that, I think that sets up some modeling scenarios that we want to be good models in the community, whether it's, not darting across traffic, running single file, getting out of folks' ways on the sidewalk. And in this case with COVID, I think we need to continue to be good representatives in our community. So you've heard it a million times, but I'm particularly sensitive to this. So, this is a little confusing the way I've gone at this today. It's not like me. I'm normally more organized and structured, but like I was telling Leah earlier, we're kind of, that term pivoting, we're pivoting here as we go along, and we're going to react to your feedback and your response. If we get a lot of people that want to come out on Saturday, we will break you into your pace groups. But stay tuned for more information on that. I think that's about it for now. I didn't want to get into too much detail tonight. I just wanted to give you a heads up. So I'm going to repeat again. You'll get an email from me tomorrow talking about Saturday. This is program 1 only. Programs 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and program 1 next week. We'll do the Q&A and we'll roll from there. Like I said, the programs are ready there. You should have them. I got I think my text number is my text number. I'm looking at Leah, but Leah's not on this.
Yes, we got your text number. Yeah, we got your text number. We have my text number. We have my email address and Kathy's email address in the email. And we have a private group on Facebook for people to connect with each other. And that's coming with this message is there's a Google form if you're interested in finding a partner. We ask questions like, where you like to run, what time, what your pace is. And so far we've had about 22 people sign up with information. And once we get in a week or so, we'll share that list out to everybody who's signed up for that list, and people can start to connect with each other.
So Leah and I were talking, we're thrilled that we had so many signups. We have 220 people that have signed up. And however, there's about 10% that are saying they're looking for partners. So I think you're essentially telling us that you're still not comfortable with that scenario. Totally fine. I'm not either 100% comfortable with it, but like I said, we are going to do it. We're going to do it strictly and safely. So we're going to have a couple of options, but don't worry. We'll be holding hands tightly through these first few weeks. Again, if you have any questions, you can text me. If it's technical questions, it's Leah, and Kathy will be with me on Saturday. She's been there for, I can't tell you how many years she's been at my side throughout the winter with this program. She's the best ambassador going. And another way to get me is you can stop by the shop. I'm always outside. We don't do anything inside. I'm always double masked. So, all right. So anything else, Leah, you think I've not gone over? Because again, I didn't want to get too far in the weeds with this.
Yeah, no, we just that we only this week we ordered the masks that you get with the training program, and so I think they'll be in a few weeks.
Good. Well, I'm assuming everybody's got masks by now, but that's a good one. We have ordered you the masks that we've been carrying at the shop since April. They are exercise masks. They are fantastic. I run in mine.
Yeah, I love it.
I have one running gig. I'm down to one running gig a week with one buddy out in the countryside, and I wear my mask the whole time, and I've gotten used to it. A lot of the high schoolers wear them in races. These are really high quality masks, and they'll be yours for sign up for the program, but that's going to be a few weeks. All right, nothing else, Leah?
Nope, I think that's it.
Okay, so stay tuned. I'm hoping the rain, Leah and I were speculating that one of the reasons nobody has signed up to come out on Saturday in program 1 is that it looked like it was going to be a cold rain, but it's looking like that rain may be exiting. So we'll look at it a little more detail tomorrow. I don't blame you. I don't like cold rain either. But anybody that knows me, I'm big on not letting the weather dictate unless it's icy, snowy, or lightning. There's the old adage. There's no such thing as bad weather, just bad gear. And you dress properly, you're finding it. So. Alrighty, I can't wait. Leah and Kathy and I always look forward to this, and you'll get to meet Nicole at some point too if you haven't met her already. All right, I'll be talking to you. Thanks.
Okay,
bye.
Thanks. Bye.